Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failer. In our last video, we completed the first Salvatore mission, which is called Chaperone. That's why we find ourselves here at Salvatore's mansion. Finishing Chaperone allows us to go back and work on the Tony chain of missions. You can see the T is marked there on the map. And so there's two Tony missions left, and we're going to tackle one of them in this video and then the final Tony mission in the next video. So the next available Tony mission is called Triads and Tribulations. That's what we're about to tackle. And the premise of this mission is that we need to kill 3 specific triad warlords in any order. And one thing I'll point out here as we watch the cutscene is that when we come out of this cutscene, the weapon that I have in my hands is going to be the shotgun. But going into the cutscene, I just had the fist. I wasn't holding any weapon. And the reason the game is going to change me to the shotgun at the end of this cutscene every time I start this mission in this video is that the game generously gives you 20 shotgun shells in this mission. You don't need to use the shotgun in order to kill the triad warlords, but the game is going to give you that opportunity. So there you go. I've got the shotgun in hand and 20 shotgun shells more than I had before the cutscene. All right, there are 2 Mafia members that are going to help me here during this gang war between the Mafia and the Triads, but as usual, the helpers are not useful in the least. They hardly do anything. It's fine if they die. You don't even need to bring them in the car with you. You can kill them yourself. Like, none of that is going to fail the mission. But anyway, they're supposed to be helping you. Here we go, tackling the first warlord here. You can kill these guys in any way you want. Hitting them with the car is a good way. And while we continue kind of going through our vanilla playthrough, our first attempt at this mission, I'll read a bit from the wiki about this particular mission. So this mission is unlocked by Chaperone. Like we mentioned, that's the first Salvatore mission. This mission unlocks Blowfish, which is the final Tony mission. And completing this mission rewards you with 30,000 bucks. So you can see there, one of the Mafia had already died, one of these 2 helpers, and then I just abandoned the other one. Didn't matter. What's kind of funny to me is that even though there's like this huge gang war happening all throughout Chinatown and St. Mark's, like other pedestrians, just little old ladies walking around like there's nothing unusual today. You can enter this triad compound here if you have one of those fancy laundry trucks or one of the one of the vans that will allow you to open the gates, but they're close enough to the wall here that if you have a good enough weapon, you can reach them from this hill. So there you go, 30,000 bucks, easy peasy. Okay, so here's my next attempt at it, and as usual, I'm a big proponent of public transportation, so just wanted to see what would happen if we brought these 2 fellas, these 2, quote, helpers, up onto the train. So in this first train attempt, they're going to have some difficulty getting on the train. So I'm going to cut the waiting time for the train. It was only like 30 seconds. But anyway, so here's the train coming now after a brief cut. And these 2 guys are going to have a hard time getting on the train. Like, it looks like they both just follow me in. But then when I get out, I was surprised to see, I think one of them was dead here to my right. So that guy's okay, but the other one is dead. And then I get back in. The other guy got back in as well, but he's dead too. I don't understand. They need some training on how to get on the train. So we try them again. Okay, so the game points out here, again, reading from the wiki. So this time they both got on successfully. That's cool. And I think we'll fast forward through the train ride getting over to Chinatown, the next stop. So the wiki points out you got to kill the 3 triad warlords. They are unnamed, and then you can kill numerous unnamed Leone and triad henchmen. But none of those matters at all. It's just the 3 specific triads. The name of this mission, again, is Triads and Tribulations, and it is a play on the term trials and tribulations, which means events that cause suffering. That was from the wiki. All right, so here we go. We got our 2 helpers here, made it on public transportation, and now we're just going to run over to see if we can take out one of these triad henchmen. So like my guys are getting distracted. I just want them to follow me, and I wanted to see if maybe I could get them to shoot the 3 specific triad warlords and I wouldn't have to do anything. So let's see how this goes. Coming back to the cutscene after the opening, coming back to the wiki, I should say. After the opening cutscene, triad members and Leone family members will spawn in their enemy territory, leading to gunfights. So here again, I haven't shot a single bullet. I'm hoping that my guys can outlast their guys, but one of my guys just died, and then finally the warlord was killed, and then I think the second of my guys died. So that was the end of that attempt. Here I'm fast forwarding, thinking maybe one of these is my guys, but no, I think my guy died right after killing the first warlord. So taking 8 hit points, and I promised to not not do too much damage, and that was the end of me. Okay, so here we go. We'll have some more fun at the crusher. So we're going to make this vehicle have no collision detection. And this works because one of them is in the passenger side, front passenger side seat. All right, so let's see what happens here. Going back to the wiki, as the player passes by the Chinatown area, a police scanner can be heard mentioning a gang war. However, unless the player fires a gun within a roaming officer's range, no police effort will be made to stop the gang war. Yeah, this is kind of surprising. The police really don't care that there's just like massive gunfighting happening on the streets. Okay, and then finally from the wiki, this mission is similar to a mission from Chinatown Wars called the Tail Bagging the Dogs, where the player must eliminate several Midtown gangsters' warlords. Okay, so I've got no hit detection, which means I can't run over any of these bad guys, any of these 3 warlords, but I can do drive-bys. I wasn't sure if the triads would shoot at my car, given that it had no collision detection, or maybe they just can't even sense that my car is here, that it exists. And I also didn't know if they would try to pull me out of my car. So a nice thing about the collision-free car is that you can go right in here to the pedestrian-only section. And I couldn't quite see it because of the buildings, but I think I just did a drive-by on the bad guy. And then we'll head to the southernmost person. And we'll just take the B line, shortest path between 2 points, is a straight line. That's the triangle inequality for you. So I like this message here. It's going to tell me I need a van. You need a triad fish van to enter. I don't think so, bud. Okay, so I have been foiled though because I'm trying to drive by here and these guys are just elevated enough. The one thing I wasn't counting on. All right, if I get up this ramp, like I'm kind of falling, but maybe I can shoot this guy. It's not quite working, but I think we'll eventually get it. And the 2 mafia men survived because I never got out of the car, so neither did they. So there we go. The 2 quote helpers are alive and well as my car spins on its own. And so I'll say that that keeping those 2 guys alive is a trophy or an achievement. I forget which one. And it's called the Mob Boss Trophy. Okay, so here I've got another collision-free car, and only when I'm really, really close to them do they decide to try to pull me out. So I didn't even know if they would sense me or if they would try to pull me out at all, but they do only when you're super, super close. Okay, my next attempt is coming up here. Oof. All right, so here's my official attempt at this. I think this is just a regular old car, right? Not collision free. And we're gonna use all snipers all the time. So this is the from afar strategy. And I'm not about to keep 2 guys alive anymore. We're just all in on the snipers, and see if we can get through. Oh, my 2 guys are still alive. That's handy. Not really. They really do nothing. Nothing for nobody. Okay. Oh, my car is on fire. Getting hit. 1 bullet. Boom. Yeah. So I guess this is my 3 bullet strategy. I also tried a no bullet strategy where I was just trying to go in with my fists. Here I'm fast forwarding just because it's kind of a long, boring drive. I'm looking for my mafia guys, but they're not still alive, I don't think. I tried with my fists only, and I just got wrecked. Even with full health, 200 hit points to start, I couldn't survive the combat just because I would go in and start punching the bad guy, the one guy with my fists, and his buddies would just shoot me up real good. Okay, but there you go. Sniper is the way to do this one for sure. 3 bullets only. I think I probably could have taken like less damage if I wanted to, but anyway, that is Triads and Tribulations passed. So that is the penultimate Tony mission, and in the next video we will tackle the final Tony mission, which is Blowfish. All right, so I think that's about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.